Well, guys, who wants an Acolyte season 2? I know I don't. Do you want one?
Yes and no.
Quamir, one thing about Manny Jacinto, man, he showed up in shape. He was jacked for that. And I think people, now the show was a disaster, okay? But when you pick out some of the things that people may have actually liked, there was some good things about him being, the bad guy. But there was a lot of bad stuff as well. When he was, being like the geeky guy that got hung upside down, that was pretty stupid,
Yeah.
But he was pretty creepy in the water. It was kind of like, why is this dude walking around naked in front of May? And it was just creepy.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that, but I do like he was this guy himself to hidden his identity, even though it's pretty obvious that he is.
I think people were starting to pick on that he was probably the Sith.
Yes, and
but the show's canceled. I don't believe that a season 2 is going to happen.
No, but if there's season 2, I kind of want to tell the story. How is he and one of the Master Jedi are connected?
But however, though, when they first announced the show, they were talking about how the Sith actually infiltrate the Jedi. That didn't happen. We have no idea. What they should have did was they should have made a young Palpatine and Darth Plagueis show. Now we know that Darth Plagueis actually showed up in this show for like 2 seconds. Everybody knew it was Darth Plagueis. And then Leslie Helen comes out and say, yeah, Quamir is actually his apprentice. None of this should have happened. If they were going to make a show before The Phantom Menace, a young Palpatine show should have been what they did. Now, they probably would have messed it up, but I believe it would have been better than this. But anyway, getting back to this here, Manny Jacinto is talking about a potential season 2. Now, I don't necessarily believe he's actually talking about season 2 is going to happen because I don't believe it will. But he was talking about, I guess, the idea for season 2. It was probably going to focus on Darth Plagueis because we know he actually shows up. Right here it says, speaking at a Collider panel at the San Francisco Fan Expo, Jacinto, who plays the stranger Quamir in the series, was asked about the brief appearance of Darth Plagueis in the show's final episode. Specifically, he was asked whether there was a connection with his character and the Emperor's long-dead Sith master. A quote, "Oh man, that's a tough question," Jacinto said. "They're not connected. They're definitely not. Oh man, how do I answer that? What time is it? There are definitely a lot of different theories, like who he is, because we never actually know his true identity. Is Quamir's name actually Quamir? I don't believe that could have been his real name, Quamir, but we all know that Sith has like a Darth title. So, you know what I mean? Like Darth Vader, Darth Plagueis, etc. Mm-hmm. Then he goes on to dangle a carrot in front of the show's minuscule fan base, who have been extremely vocal since its cancellation, but clearly don't exist enough volume to justify return. Quote, "We definitely wanted to explore it," Jacinto said. "There was definitely going to be more Plagueis in the second, or if not, the third season of the show. But I just can't say because, we could come back. I don't want to spoil anything or give anybody any false hope, but I would just say there was a lot more to explore for sure. Yeah, this show ain't coming back." He should just went on ahead and spoiled it because this show is never coming back unless they really want to blow it. I believe this show costs, $230 million. And I believe it's sitting at like a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, nobody wants to see a season 2. Everybody's thought this show was trash.
It is. But there's a little part that is not bad.
Like what?
Like what we just discussed about him. And
yeah.
the part where I'm curious about how his connection with Master Jedi and then Dark Plagueis, and just wondering, since he's a Sith, but in a way, my perspective of him watching the season 1, that it seems like he's not a real bad guy. He just want freedom to practice the Sith philosophy or something.
Well, he was killing Jedi. So what in reality, like I'm gonna go back. If they really wanted to connect this to the Phantom Menace, they should have moved it up in time and made this about Palpatine and Darth Plagueis. But they didn't do that. They wanted to go into a different direction. They brought in May and Osha. You know, they basically stealing Anakin Skywalker's Immaculate Conception, that kind of thing. They did so much destruction with this show. They destroyed the canon from George Lucas, and season 2 should never, ever even come up again with this. I mean, like I said, they should have focused on the Plagueis and Palpatine show. I mean, really, they brought in Plagueis. Why? Just to say, oh, we know that guy. We know what he looks like, because everybody knew as soon as they saw the Mun, they were like, oh, that's Plagueis right there. Everybody knew it.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything.
So.
Now, if you were a normie, you'd be like, who is that guy?
Yeah.
But we all knew that that was Plagueis.
Just wondering. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like in season 1, he showed up but didn't do anything. I was thinking, what is the point of showing?
Yeah. It was just an Easter egg.
Yeah.
And we don't even know, like, if you watch the show, if that's Qumir's master. And then once the show ends, Leslie Headland's like, yeah, that's Qumir's master, which really shouldn't have happened anyway. I mean, that's a whole nother can of worms right there. But yeah, I don't want to see season 2. Let it go. Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. To quote Kylo Ren right there. That's all I got on this. This show is a train wreck. Let it go. So, anything else?
Nah.
Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Till then, be safe.
Goodbye.